just sitting back here in my backyard, just thinking about the goodness of God, thinking about every place that He has brought me from, thinking about the places that He has brought you from. Just thankful to Him today, coming from church, and oh my God, the word was just so on time. And this weekend was such a blessing to me because it reminded me of what He has brought me from. The places where I wouldn't go, I now go. The places where, I mean, that's spiritually, physically, and naturally. And I have so much exciting stuff for you guys. I mean, amazing, off the chain type stuff that God has been placing in my spirit and giving me the wisdom to act upon and the strategies. I am beyond grateful. And I'm ready to tell my story. There was some stuff that He took me through that I can say, thank you, Jesus, it's over. But thank you, Jesus, this is going to help somebody else. And here it is in a nutshell. Try to make this short and sweet. About 4 or 5 years ago, I went, and it was not only 4 or 5 years ago, but it was actually the years that was this was taking place in my life. But now I'm free, and to God be the glory. But now I could come through and help somebody else. During that time, hit me like a brick. I went through extreme anxiety. Extreme. Look at my eyes. Extreme. I mean, I went through panic attacks. I went through loss of thoughts and sweating and not being able to sleep, and then times sleeping too much, going in and out of the hospital, going in and out of the ER. Couldn't figure out what was going on with my body. Symptoms from head to toe. Agoraphobia. You know, I got to one point where I was even afraid to go outside because I was afraid something was going to happen to me outside. I went through social anxiety. I went through not being able to work. Not that I was working at that time anyway, but I couldn't work if I wanted to because my body was so weak. I thought I was going to die. And I pushed myself. I even stopped going to church. It took a while. It took some time for me to stop going to church, but that's when the agoraphobia kicked in. All of that wasn't from the devil, and let me make that clear. You know, I had consulted during that time with a couple people that I trusted, and they gave me the scriptures. Of course, God did not give me the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And they also gave me the scripture, be anxious for nothing. I hold them scriptures close and dear to my heart, but at the same time, I'm not that fearful, and I'm not that anxious for anything. And that's what I kept telling the Lord. I am not that anxious. I am not. What is going on with me? Like, why can't I get control of my thoughts? Why can't I get control of my mind? I began to research and research and research because the doctors didn't even have an answer for this. And I said, God, why am I going through this? What is this? Like, why? But when I began to research, it knocked me backwards. How many men and women are going through that same situation and hide it? They hide it. They don't want nobody to know because I guess, you know, before my time, it was called nervous breakdowns. And, you know, you didn't want people to think that you were crazy, or you didn't want people to think that, you know, you lost your scruples. You didn't have any sense. But I'm here to tell you that you're not crazy. Either the enemy is after something that is inside of you, or maybe it is something medical like hormonal imbalance that women just take and don't want to go to the hospital and deal with because we feel like PMS is just what that is. It's just PMS. And but it can get bigger than that if you don't take care of yourself. So I did this all without medication. You know, my doctor tried to put me on medication, but it didn't work out for me. No, that wasn't the plan. But if you need medication, by all means, go to the doctors and figure out what it is that you need. But I am writing a book. I'm almost done with this book. The book is called Anxiety, Power, Strength, and Love to Overcome It. And I am coming out with a lot of different courses and different things that can help you through this. It's time. Sorry. My son found me. I'm so sorry. But I will come back to you guys, and I will come back and speak to you on this topic. And I will let you know, of course, when my book is coming out, when the courses are coming out, and when the workshops are coming out, and I'll keep in touch. So stay safe. See ya.